New York City's legendary Irish sports pub is celebrating its 30th anniversary.
Mustang Harry's is marking the milestone today with the fan-fueled Rangers pregame and watch party. Let's get right to it. Good day, Tina Servasio. She's live in Midtown with more on the festivities. Tina, good morning.
Oh, good morning to Shani and Dan. Mustang Harry's has just been an iconic, legendary Irish gastropub for 3 decades here on 7th Avenue between 30th and 29th Street in New York City, just a couple of steps away from Madison Square Garden. And they're going to be celebrating their 30th anniversary all weekend long, kicking it off tonight with a Rangers watch party. But it really kind of started last night with all the festivities, pregame, postgame, with the New York Knicks having their home opener at Madison Square Garden. So after everyone got partied up here, they walked over to the Garden to watch the New York Knicks take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in their 2025-26 season opener to also begin the Mike Brown era for your New York Knicks. And in the second quarter, the Knicks already had built up a 10-point lead. Karl Anthony Towns, though, threw one down to put the Knicks up by 12. Now, in the third quarter, though, the Cavaliers really got back in it. Cleveland's Donovan Mitchell, a Connecticut native and Mets fan, by the way, he went off. He hit a deep three and gave the Cavs a 1-point lead. But in the fourth quarter, the Knicks, again, began to pull away. They had this new fast-paced offense. OG Anunoby hit a big three, sealed the deal for your New York Knicks to beat the Cavaliers and start their season with a win at home, 119-111, also marking the first victory for new head coach Mike Brown. Now, as for the Brooklyn Nets, they opened up their season on the road against the Hornets in Charlotte. Now, Brooklyn, they were down by 3 points in the first quarter. Michael Porter Jr., though, for the Nets, hit a jumper, his first basket as a net. But the Hornets, they pulled away in the second quarter. LaMelo Ball had fed Miles Bridges for a dunk, and that put Charlotte up by 12, and there was really no looking back. So the Nets do lose their season opener on the road, 136-117. They return home to Brooklyn for their home opener on Friday night against the Cavaliers at Barclays Center. And welcome back inside Mustang Harry's as they are celebrating their 30th anniversary now here in New York City. And I'm joined by co-owner Ian Conroy. Ian, so good to see you. We've been coming here for pre-games, post-games, World Cup games, all kinds of things for so many years at FOX5. Congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you very much. Good to see you back here again.
Now, you are celebrating all weekend long, kicking it off tonight with a watch party where the Rangers take on the Sharks right over at the Garden, where they're going to get their first home win because you guys are celebrating. And you have a menu for the whole weekend, throwing it back to 1995. So tell me a little bit about this.
Basically, what we have, these are the staples from the first menu. And obviously, the shepherd's pie is a big part of it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Same menu for the last, actually, 32 years from another bar we had. So it still tastes as good as ever, better, actually. And then these are, so we're offering them at 1995 prices throughout the weekend.
That's a really good price, 1995, because that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's a big difference, but we're giving back. The people gave us so much for 30 years, so now it's time to give back a little bit to them, and we find this is one of the ways we can do it.
Oh my gosh, Ranger fans are going to love that starting tonight. So now, tell me a little bit about the history of Mustang Harry's. You had a bar in Ireland, you and your brother, and then were inspired to bring, and that's the photo that we have here, the little image, and then you brought that tradition here to New York City.
Yeah, that was our parents' bar, and we grew up in that, and from the time we were 6, 7 years of age, we were actually serving drinks. The laws were a little different, and the child labour, we got away with it that time in Ireland. So we learned the trade very quickly, and we learned how to deal with people very quickly. So we brought that over with us, and the hospitality that we learned in Ireland, we try to pass it on here and deal with people exactly the same way.
You no doubt have passed on that hospitality. Of course, we have seen it pre- and post-game parties with the Knicks and the Rangers, of course. We're going to continue talking about tonight's Rangers game. We have Brian Mullen, one of the great Rangers alumni, coming in a little bit later this morning. And next hour, we're going to be celebrating with the NYPD Emerald Society Pipe and Drum Band.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we have a connection there too. Danny, one of the pipers, his dad we know very well.
From Ireland.
From Ireland,
yeah.
So it's a nice connection to have and keep the thing flowing.
Ian Conroy, you have just been a gem for so many years. Thank you so much for having us here at Mustang Harry's. Dan and Tashani, we'll be here all morning giving you updates and getting ready for the 30th anniversary celebration.
Tina, serving drinks since 6 or 7 years old. He's got a lot of experience. I'm heading over to Mustang Harry's. All right, thank you.